Hey y'all, I'm Scrub, and welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Last time we started our journey, we fell off a cliff, and we got Metroidvania'd and went down from level 16 to level 1. Today we're going to start off by checking in on Hans, because we did take care of our basic needs last time. We have a little bit of clothing on, so we should be okay. Let's see what the good woman has to say.
Did what you asked?
And you didn't faint while doing it. I'm pleased, Henry.
Thank you,
I had to
Boshena.
pour a whole Lethean potion into you last night. That's what I call medicine. It can either put a dead man back on his feet, or make sure he never gets up again. So consider yourself lucky.
I will. But what about Capon?
Well, he's less lucky. That brute really knocked him about before Hans beat the life out of him.
Is there any way I can help? I owe it to Capon, and I want to do whatever I can.
You owe him, all right. I've got a bit of that Lethean potion left. It ought to work wonders on him, same as on you. But I can't just give it to him now. First, we have to deal with that fever. The best and fastest remedy for that is chamomile decoction. Luckily, it ain't too hard to brew, but we'll need some fresh sage for it. And, of course, chamomile. You ought to be able to manage that. You've got young legs and eyes, and I reckon a bit of a stroll would do you good.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay, and also good news, they are trying to get us into alchemy a lot earlier, I think, than the last game. Tell us more about this, because I don't remember exactly which potion this is.
But you said Lethean potion could be fatal. Do you really want to try it on Hans?
He's young and well-nourished. He ought to be able to handle it, as long as we get his fever down first. After all, it worked on you, and considering how he's wounded, we don't have no better option.
Fair enough.
All right. If you think so.
I do. But first, we'll be needing them fresh herbs.
Good news, I actually do apparently know a bit about herbs.
Easy as pie. I can do that. Ma used to put sage in sauces and served it with meat. I'll check the kitchen.
Gross wounds. Try thinking with your
Okay,
head.
I apparently
and
don't
not
know that
just
much.
We need
Yikes.
freshly picked sage, not some dried herb.
Come on,
So
Henry, even I
listen
knew
up.
that.
Sage has a purple blossom, and chamomile has white petals with a yellow center. At the back of the hut, there's a footpath leading up to the rocks. You go along there till you reach a sort of small meadow. You ought to find both of them there.
Great. I'll be back in a jiffy with a couple of handfuls.
All right. I'll be glad if you get back here soon. I don't feel right being here with that corpse in my yard. Seeing him lying there gives me chills. I can't think straight.
I understand. It makes me anxious too. Maybe I could manage to bury him somewhere. Or at least hide him somewhere further off in the woods.
The Lord be praised. I'd be truly glad of that. Do you feel up to it, laddie? You ain't in the best of shape, and digging a grave's a tough job, even for a healthy fella.
We owe you at least that much. You seem extremely chill with the fact that two dudes just bust into your place at midnight and we're trailing a bandit that tried to kill somebody else in your house. I think we can do this for you.
Not to worry. I'll see what I can manage. It's on account of us that he's here anyway. I wouldn't want you to have any more trouble. And a bit of effort, even if it's a dirty job, is the least I owe you.
Well, if you think you can manage it, good. But don't overstrain yourself. And thanks.
Where should I put him?
Grab the spade by the dung pile and bury him by the creek. The soil will be softer there, so it should be easier. When you head out the gate, follow your nose. Find a good spot somewhere in the reeds and nettles. And when you're done with that, better have a wash, so's you don't have the stench of death on you.
True. I'll bear that in mind.
I'll sort out the rest with Ignatius, the gravedigger, when he comes by again, so's I don't have that wretch lying here till Judgment Day.
All right. I'll get to it.
And the game is telling us to go ahead and check on the map, so this is where the actual stuff we need to pick is. And, okay, so we don't see a lot. It seems like it's a pretty decent sized map, maybe about the same as the first game. Maybe even a little bit bigger, I'm not sure. I also don't know if this is only a one map game or not. I'm working under the assumption it is, but there might be another one. Here's the spade right next to the corpse. We'll go ahead and grab that for now. Just double check. Okay, nothing left on you. Let's go ahead and bury you first. Yeah, it looks like it wants us to go down this way. Short little trick, no problem. I say no problem. As it turns out, corpses are heavy and it takes a while to move them when you're on death's bed.
I'm as hungry as a wolf.
I'm on the prowl. I'm on the hunt. I'm after you.
Ah, shit. My shoulder.
All right. That's fine.
Bastard's hard work. You can't be in the ground soon enough.
It's an actual action now to legit bury a corpse. Fair enough. After quite a bit of arduous work. There we go. Okay, so it seems like another one of those games where you're going to want to carry around a shovel with you just about anywhere, because I think you can get quite a decent bit of buried treasure in the last game. Any chance you have any more stew, lady? Time to go off into a meadow. So yeah, she said straight out the back of the house. And this is one of those games where if you actually pay attention to the dialogue, sometimes they'll give you better information than quest markers.
Still hurts like hell. Maybe now it'll tell me when it's gonna rain.
But if you do notice, she said just keep following the path. And sure enough, here we... Ooh, hello. I don't have a bow, but hello, Mr. Deer.
Purple flower, sage, there we go.
And we're going to pick probably literally everything in the field because it's a very easy skill to grind, and you can get a lot of good stuff from it in the last game. There was a perk that I rushed, if I'm not mistaken, where you can actually get Vitality XP for doing this. So if that's in the game, we're probably going to rush that because that's a very easy way to build up your Vitality while you're just chilling. Okay, it does look like that there is still the batch gathering. Right now, because our herbalism's so low, it's not going to be a lot, but as we get better, we'll be able to pick whole fields at once. It'll be great.
That's it, chamomile. Right, I've got all the herbs I need, so back to Bajena on the double. The sooner Hans gets that remedy, the better.
Counterpoint, Henry, we can go ahead and grab all the stuff in the field, and we can start getting your herbalism up very early. Yay! And there's also some dandelions out here. Okay, so we've got sage, dandelions, and chamomile to start off. I'm assuming we don't start off with any recipes since we're just out traveling. It would be nice if we had some. Besides the one we're probably going to get for this quest. Does this tree trunk go anywhere? If I can actually get on the damn thing. Oh, hold on. Almost had it. There we go. Okay, as it turns out, I can't walk up the log and it makes me sad. So be it. Hey, there we go. Survival 6 already. We are on the way. I hear something barking.
Fuss about? Could something have happened at Bajena's? I should have some weapon.
Hey, you! What do you want? Come here and tell me who you are, or I'll drum it out of you.
Well, I don't have a weapon on me, which Henry just talked about.
Lord von Bergov sent us to find the renegades who ambushed some knights' company down by the pond yesterday. A couple of them fled and are hiding out here in the rocks. So tell me who you are and what you know about it.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, they don't actually look like they're his men, so I'm not entirely sure we should trust them.
You're from Lord von Bergov? You don't look like it.
Kurva! Watch your tongue with me, boy. When I say we're from von Bergov, then we're from fucking von Bergov. Who else would we be from anyway?
The bandits.
Talk to me or talk to Cold Steel. Who the hell are you? And what are you doing here?
I don't think we tell them the truth. We could just tell them to F off. I'm not that intimidating right now. I don't even have a weapon, so I don't think that'll work out. Yeah, we can just tell them... Ooh. I don't know if they asked her about this yet or not. I didn't really take time to eavesdrop on them. Let's just say we sent him away.
Calm down. No need to draw weapons. I'll tell you everything. It's just like you said. Before dawn, there were some vagabonds around here. I had a bad feeling about them. They were looking for a hiding place.
What I want to know is where they are now, not where they were this morning.
We sent them to the path around the pond. Not to the rocks, but along the other bank that leads to the crossroads by the birch tree, and then into that long gorge. Decent folk don't go there. It's a hiding place for all kinds of dodgy types, so a couple more won't be noticed.
Aye, I know the crossroads.
Wow, that was
with the
real
bird
good,
thing.
Henry. Good
That's
job.
a long fucking way from here.
Aye, but if you hurry, you'll be in that long gorge before dark.
Shit, I've been up all night, and now I'm supposed to hightail it to the fucking birchwood?
Yeah, good luck, man. Fare thee well, travelers. Good boy, Growler. Good boy.
Devil take it. That's all I need.
Sorry about this,
Mixed up in
Bozhena.
all sorts of nonsense at my age.
Did they hurt you?
No, but I think they would have if you hadn't come along.
Sorry. I reckon it was one of those who followed us yesterday.
Look here. I almost got slaughtered twice in one day on account of you two.
Our
God be
bad.
praised that my Pavlena wasn't here. Heaven knows what they'd have done to her. So, I'd like to know why all this is happening. Your friend was talking in a delirium in the night, saying you was knights. But if you two are knights, then I'm the Queen of Sheba.
Well, good to meet you, my lady. And yeah, honestly, I think even if you're going to talk, you at least deserve the truth, considering all the BS you've been through.
Well, I must bow to your ladyship. Sir Hans is the young lord of Leiper and Perkstein. I'm Henry of Skalitz, son of Sir Radzig Kobyla, and I'm his bodyguard. We were heading to Trotsky to deliver a message from Sir Hanish of Leiper and Margrave Jobst to Lord Bombergov. But we were ambushed by bandits yesterday down by the pond, and you already know the rest. And as God is my witness, we're no bandits. I swear to you, I'm thankful to you for saving us. And I'm sorry it caused you trouble.
Well, you sound sincere, so I'll take your word for it. I hope I won't live to regret it.
You won't. I promise you.
Promises are made to be broken, but thank you for dealing with them. I was sure they'd see through you. You thought up quite a story.
Yeah. It's a good thing I remembered those birches me and Sir Hans rode past. How's he doing? Will he be all right?
He's holding up, I'd say. I treated his wounds, and I'll change his bandages shortly. But what he needs most now is that remedy. Have you got everything for it?
And then some.
Here. Chamomile and sage, like you said.
Excellent. Now to brew the potion from them. I gave you two the last of my supply during the night. But fresh is best anyways. It's a shame my daughter Pavlena ain't back yet. She'd get it done in a jiffy. But we'll just have to manage without her. But you can do it too. It ain't nothing hard. My eyes are so bad, it'd take me all day. But at least I can tell you how to go about it.
I do have a little bit of experience, but I don't remember that much.
Well, I've been at the alchemist bench a few times, but it's been quite a while.
That's grand. More than I was hoping for. And not to worry, it'll all come back to you. I have a book here with the recipe. But
Oh,
it'll be
right, the
better
book
if I
has the
tell you.
recipes, I remember.
know it by heart.
I can read as well as any man, if that's what you mean.
Okay, perfect.
My word. Maybe you really are a noble son.
I'll take the book just in case, but if you give me some advice, I'd be grateful.
Of course. Everything we need is in the hut. Let's get to it.
I really need to eat something.
Okay, yeah, I will meet you in there in just a moment. Food. Oh, yeah, this takes me back. Here we go. Yeah, the book. Oh, wait, do we collect recipes and then they end up in here? I think that might be it.
Recipe for chamomile decoction.
Right
and
here.
Remember what you have to do. Then get back to the bench and we'll start.
Sleep heals you faster if good quality. Energy replenishes while sleeping. Oh, interesting. Okay, so it's literally just like chamomile does. It helps you sleep. Fair enough. You will need wine, 2 handfuls of chamomile, 1 of sage. Okay, here we go. So you can also still, like you used to be able to, look up each
You
individual
must have read it
thing.
by now, surely.
I'm reading, lady. Calm down.
All right. First, you have to pour the right base into the cauldron. Choose the right pitcher from the shelf on the left, according to the recipe.
There we go.
So, what did you pour in there?
Wine, of course. Like it says in the book.
Glad to hear it. Now try moving the cauldron over the flame, so you know how it looks when it starts boiling a bit.
Okay, so yeah, you gotta move the whole thing down now. That's a little bit
Hear
different.
that bubbling? It's boiling. Remember that well. For most potions, you just have to simmer the herbs for a bit. But sometimes you need to get it good and hot. So you have to get the fire blazing under the cauldron using the bellows. Try
Right.
fanning it with the bellows to get it boiling. It's boiling. To keep it going, you mustn't stop with the bellows.
Right.
If you want to cool it down quick, take it off the flames. Try it. Move the cauldron up.
Okay, so you can do that a little bit early if you need to. That's
Good.
nice.
Now we'll start with the brewing. Get all the herbs that you need ready. The ones you picked.
Okay, and let's double check. That is 2 chamomile, 1 sage.
Put them there on the shelf, so you've got them at hand.
Okay, so you just put the whole thing up at once. Fair enough.
All right, let's get to it. First, throw 2 handfuls of chamomile into the cauldron.
Alright, so go ahead and just grab them like so, and then...
Before you
Pacha.
put it on the flame, turn the sand glass, so you know how long you're brewing it. It's got to be exact. Every grain of sand counts. See? When the sand has flowed out, that's 1 turn. That's how long you have to boil the chamomile. Move the cauldron to the fire and wait until it starts bubbling. Then turn the sand glass. As soon as the sand runs out, take the cauldron off the fire again. Ain't that enough? Take the cauldron off the flames.
There we go.
All right. Now, take 1 handful of sage, grind it with a mortar and pestle, and drop it in the cauldron.
Ah, here we go.
Have you ground it? Good. Now, drop it in the cauldron. You don't have to boil it anymore. All you have to do now is decant it. Get a phial and pour it in. Done. Now, let's see what you've brewed.
Okay. Pretty similar to the first game, nothing too crazy. And we get 2 out of it. Excellent.
I should have boiled that chamomile on a smaller fire.
I overcooked it slightly, but that seems to be okay.
Here it is.
Ooh, by the smell of it, it's a chamomile decoction the way it should be.
Happy to help.
This should help Hans get better. I'll take care of it now.
All right. Is there anything else I can do to help?
Maybe put
I
on
reckon
pants?
You've done all you could. What you need now is a bit of rest. Go and get a good sleep. That works wonders.
Okay, so yeah, get rid of fatigue by sleeping, and you also regenerate health, which is pretty good. And let's see, over here. So yeah, you got your strength, agility, vitality, speed, charisma, speech, all that stuff. And here we go. This is what I was curious about, nourishment. So that's at 48. What does one... Oh, it's...
Empty.
That's a shame.
Somewhere else.
Okay, here we go. We'll sleep till 1 in the morning. Hopefully we can go find some food.
A sword such as this will bring honor to its bearer.
True, Sir Radzik. If I'd have had it like back in Nicopolis, things would have worked out differently.
Where's my fucking sword?
And I found it. Everything I take now will be mine, and I plan to take everything.
Rotten hell! Ugh.
Why would I miss one sword?
Because it's the last one my father forged, and I promised him I'd deliver it to you.
Stronger dog fucks the bitches, and war is a nasty business.
Where's my fucking sword?
You know what? I think I'll keep it as a memento.
This isn't over. I'll find you!
Yeah!
Don't disappoint me.
Wake up, Henry. It's past sunrise. Hallelujah. I thought you'd never wake. Were you having a nightmare?
Hello, Pavlina.
Bad dreams. You must be Pavlena, right?
That's right. I came in the evening while you were asleep. Ma told me what happened to you. Then I helped Ma take care of your friend that night?
Oh, Hans. He's alive. How is he?
Have no fear. He's alive, all right. Maybe too alive.
So back to normal then.
Ma knows what she's doing, and that's the truth. I reckon she could bring the dead back to life. She said she dosed you with the strongest remedies she knows, and it looks like they did the trick. On that other fella for sure. Since he came to this morning, he hasn't stopped talking.
Yeah, that sounds like him, all right.
And what about you? How do you feel?
I'm better than yesterday, that's for sure.
Definitely better than yesterday. Thanks.
That's good. Ma will be glad, but I heard you yelling in your sleep and went to check on you. Bad dreams?
I dreamt of Istvan Toth, a villainous, murderous whoreson who stole my sword. The last memento I had of my father, and I swore to get that sword back and avenge my parents.
Oh, that oath must be serious if it even torments you in your sleep. Dreams shouldn't be taken lightly. They can have real meaning, however hard they are to understand. What strikes you as the most important part of your dream?
Ooh.
Pa, without a doubt. I hope his soul and Ma's find peace.
Dreaming of a dead parent is confusing. It could mean you cling too much to the past, and you ought to find a new path.
That's valid.
But I think it's a good thing he's more important to you than that murderer.
I will think about that.
Thanks, Pavlina. I never thought of looking at it like that. It's a lot to think about.
You're welcome. But remember, it's only my reading. The only one who can really understand you is you yourself.
That's true.
I expect you're right. So in the end, all the hard work will be on me. But this is all too much heavy thinking at once. Right now, what I need more is a little sunshine and fresh air.
Aye, that's the best remedy for many ailments. And a full stomach will help too. Breakfast is on the table, and I've got something else for you too. Come along, and
Is
we
it
must
pants?
save Ma from the clutches of his lordship.
Oh, so hungry I could eat a horse.
Let's see. Okay, so that's at 50. If we eat one more time. Okay, so it's only 15 this time. That's a lot less than it used to be. That's good to know. So you might actually have to take care of yourself a little bit more often than you used to, which is good, honestly, because in the first game, once you got to the point where you could just run around with wine and dried meat, you pretty much didn't have to worry about hunger or thirst for the rest of the game, so I would be curious to see if you got to take care of that stuff a little bit more often.
Look who's finally up! Henry! Come and join us!
Oh, you guys are over here. What up?
Good morning, Henry! You have no idea how glad I am to see you. Come join our banquet in the midst of these exquisite woods.
I'm glad to see you, too. I see you're in a surprisingly good mood for someone who was at death's door yesterday.
It's all the more cause for merrymaking! Even this water now tastes like the finest wine.
Of course, I did bring it all the way from the spring.
And for that, I am in your debt, fair maid. And I'm grateful to you too, Henry. Bojena told me what happened here yesterday. That's the third time.
Well, you also saved mine, so let's
my
call it
life.
fair.
I suppose I'll have to give you some estate or something.
The third time? What in God's name happened the first two times?
Humans, I don't
Now,
remember
Henry,
the second.
Don't make her beg. Tell this good maiden of your heroic deed.
Let's talk about the humans first, yeah.
Well, there was this time when me and Hans had some fisticuffs in the tavern, and for punishment, I had to accompany him on the hunt.
And I shot a boar.
I made it mad. And when Hans chased after the wounded animal, he got caught by a human patrol.
Humans?
They come from somewhere in Hungary. Sigismund brought them here to Bohemia as mercenaries. They're a very dangerous bunch.
I told you about them, though. The fellas in the tavern in Zheleov were saying there's some foreigners like that camping in the rocks.
Okay, so
down by the
humans are
pond.
back. Fair enough.
It's just what I heard.
Whoa, that's all we need. I hope they don't turn up here. What could us two do alone against them?
What could they want from us? But if they did come here to rob us,
Oh, hello,
I'd shoot
Pavlina.
enough arrows into them to
Alrighty,
make them
I
think
see you, girl.
twice. But the thing I want to know is, how did it end up with young Sir Hans?
Well, as I said, they took him captive.
Well, there must have been 10 of them. I hadn't a chance.
It was 2.
You must have been seeing double. As I recall, there were 2.
That just proves how well you can count. Besides, they were armed to the teeth and had bows and armor. It might as well have been 10.
Whatever. Anyway, with a bit of luck, I managed to free Sir Hans.
Why the modesty? You got them. Maybe a stroke of luck, but as we know, al dentes.
Fortuna juvat.
See now, you've finally learned it.
What?
It's just this kind of motto of ours. Fortune favors the bold.
Maybe they're really telling the truth about who they are. Who but a lord or a priest could know Latin? And priests they ain't. I can tell.
Good read.
As I recall, you already got a pony from Uncle Hanush as a reward for saving me. Your pebbles. So I'll save myself a few groschen.
Good old Pebbles.
But you never gave me anything for Talmberg.
For Talmberg? What was that about then?
Was that the siege?
The foe took the castle by
Yeah, here we go.
subterfuge, and we planned a counterattack.
Under the cloak of darkness, we scaled the mighty walls of Talmberg Castle to get inside and open the portcullis to our brothers in arms who were poised and ready to attack.
And we almost succeeded. Only, along the way, Sir Hans here took an arrow to his noble seat.
Seat! He got shot in the backside!
My upper thigh, actually.
Backside it was. But that's no joke either. It's not easy to run with an arrow stuck in your arse. If I hadn't carried him...
I admit it, you saved my arse.
Your royal ass.
Well, now, you two have been through a thing or two. As far as I can tell, it really was his backside and not his thigh. I examined Hans and saw the scar for myself. But I reckon you paid off part of your debt the other day, sir.
Yeah, thanks for getting me here, by the way.
True. I'll never forget you for dragging me all the way here from the lake.
You're quite welcome. The Lords of Lipa do not leave their friends in the lurch.
Do tell. What else did the two of you encounter?
Quite a lot of things. But I'm afraid we don't have much time for storytelling right now. We came here on an important mission, and we cannot afford to dally any longer. We have to get to Trotsky as soon as we can. How far is it from here?
Not far. Once you climb the hill above Zheleov, you'll see the castle.
All right.
Alright.
Sounds like we're going to the
I think
village
we should get
first.
on our way as soon as possible.
I'll prepare a bit of food for you, for your journey.
But Jenna, I don't know how to thank you for
Seriously,
all
you're a
this.
bro.
But I do. Once we've settled our business with von Bergov, I shall reward you as befits a knight. You have my word of honor.
Now you've got me curious. I never got a knight's word before.
For a start, you can leave me that spade. We can't manage without it.
Fair.
Yes, of course. And thanks for everything you've done, Bajana.
I have something for you, Henry. Ma had trouble because of you, but I know you didn't do it on purpose, and you protected her when she needed it. I want to thank you for that. Take this potion.
Hey,
It
there
will
we go.
help
Some
when you're in
saving.
danger, or don't know which way to turn. Have a little sip each time, and it'll save you a lot of trouble. You'll see.
It certainly
It's
will.
not all that hard to brew. With a bit of practice, you could manage it yourself.
Thanks, Pavlana.
There we go.
This'll come in
And we
handy.
will just start
doubt.
cranking those out en
But we
masse.
better get going now.
Hans is right. We're very glad we met you. And we're obliged to you for your help and hospitality. God bless you.
And you too, sirs.
As Henry says, may God bless you for your generosity and your healing arts. And you have rightfully earned the gratitude of the House of Lipa for all time. If
Oh,
you should
that
ever
was
find
nice.
yourself in need, the doors of Perkstein shall always be open to you.
Thank you, sir. Though, I'm not sure I could find the way to Perkstein. Hopefully we'll never need to take up your offer.
Also, yeah, valid point. I don't know how far away we are from home. But first and foremost, we should probably put on some clothes. Oh, interesting. So now you can actually use potions mid-combat. As long as it's on your pouch. Okay, that's new. Maximum slots you can have is 4, but not every pouch will allow you to use all of them, right? This one's probably like 1 or 2. Oh, wait. Okay, no. So I got a belt. So that's weapons. There's pouches and belts for weapons. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of new stuff. This is cool. Okay, so this is how you can swap between your weapons, shields, and ammo in combat. No problem. 1's default, and then 3 depending on your belt. Fair enough. Okay, and it's just going to be 1 through 4 for your weapons, and 5 through 8 for your potions. No problem. Okay, well, we are covered in blood. We don't look great. Hopefully, we'll be able to wash off most of that. Okay, there we go. Now we're just dirty, not bloody. That's a lot better. Apparently, you can get a temporary boost to your strength, vitality, and agility if you can brew your shaver stops well, so we will definitely want to do that at some point. Let's see, what do we need? Nettle and Belladonna. Okay, so we can't make this right away. In which case, let's see if we can get on the road to Viridian City.
Nothing against the hospitality of the good women folk here, but I want to get to Trotsky Castle right away.
Oh yeah, by the way, I think we saw Dickhead McGee at the pond.
Hold on a bit. Before we hit the road, there's something you should know. I have a hunch that one of that band that ambushed us at the pond was Istvan Toth.
Toth? Are you yanking my pizzle? He's long since over the hills and far away.
Aren't we too, though?
I know how it sounds, but I saw him. Believe me. I'd never mistake his ugly face after all that happened.
Of course, Henry. I know you have accounts to settle with him, but that's nonsense. Toth is in Sigismund's service and is harassing his opponents. And Otto von Bergov is one of Sigismund's allies. So Toth's hardly going to attack his people.
You
It's
say that.
dark. God knows what you saw.
I saw him, the bastard, and I'll get him.
Yes. We'll surely get him one day. I promise you. And your sword, too. But I don't think either of them are around here. You're still my protector, though. So you need a weapon right away. Here you go. You never know.
Oh, a hunting sword. Thanks.
I hope I won't need it.
Well, as do I. But better to have it than nothing.
True.
Come on, let's get going. Your mind will turn to better things along the way.
What a sweet lady. I really hope we can come back and actually, like, give them something. They deserve it. If I can come back and just give them, like, a couple thousand groschen, I'm absolutely gonna do it. Are we at a second title screen? Nice. This is some pretty country, let me tell you that. Hello, herdsman. I mean, we don't look like the most reputable fellows, to be fair. Nice flower tiara. Okay, bye, dog. Alright, I guess they don't like our kind around here. Nice castle.
Oh, I hope they've got a good physician at this castle. Or at least a barber. I mean, that old crone got me on my feet. But I don't believe much in herbal remedies. You can't beat an educated man of medicine.
And I can't wait to sleep in a proper bed.
And some wine!
Oh, fucking hell.
Oh, it's closed.
Dope. Knock, knock.
Open up! I bear an urgent message for your liege lord. Hear me! Open the gate! I am a messenger from Sir Hanush of Lipa.
This place abandoned? Hey, free castle. Ah, never mind. Hello.
Fucking shit!
Alright, well, we're gonna come back and shoot this guy with a crossbow.
You fucking cunts! Do you know who I am? No, we fucking don't! I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein, heir to Ratai.
I'm gonna enjoy killing you.
Now, look here, you filthy beggar! I'm not here for your amusement, so get your stinking, ragged asses out of here on the double. The pair of you!
What's all this about? Why don't you send those beggars packing?
I did, sir. They say they're messengers. I am Sir Hans Capon of Perkstein. Envoy...
I heard. Nevertheless, I doubt Sir Hanush would send two vagabonds covered in excrement as emissaries.
Well, this is your fault, you
Apart
dick.
from which, Sir Hans Capon is dead. We found his body by the pond. His company was ambushed by outlaws, and they were slaughtered to the last man.
Yes,
Except for us two.
yes, they ambushed us, but we managed to get away.
Sir, we met your Captain Thomas on our way. He can testify to who we are. He saw our message and its seal.
How terribly unfortunate you are.
Of course they were.
The captain's company was also ambushed by outlaws. The captain barely escaped with his life and has been delirious for 3 days. And even if he did confirm your story, I am under strict orders.
Oh, are you not the boss then?
Strangers to the castle.
Sir, there's a horseman approaching in King Sigismund's colours.
Ah, now that's what a messenger looks like. Count yourselves lucky that I don't have time to waste on you. Be gone!
Alright, fucker, we're gonna come back with nice clothes and then we're gonna show you what's what.
Whether you like it or not.
Get your shitty hands off me! No, wait. Wait, one moment!
Alright, let's just burn this place to the ground and find a new ally. I'm done with them.
What the fuck was that?
So now what?
There's only one thing we can do.
Siege! Or get sloshed. There we go.
Have you two got any groschen?
What do you take me for, wench?
For someone who stinks like a badger.
You're not wrong, lady.
Look, we've had a tough couple of days, so we'd like a bit of peace and quiet, a beer, and a bite to eat.
Unless you want to share a bowl of gruel, you're going to need more coin than this.
Just bring the best you have, and we'll settle later.
As the gentleman wishes.
Yo, this is Peasant Simulator 2025. Hans is not having it.
We look like a couple of beggars, and we stink even worse.
Time to go kill random bandits and get loot.
What the fuck was all that at the gate? You try to talk to them and get shit poured on your head.
Different lands, different customs.
God's holy britches.
I expect they've had trouble with beggars at the castle, so they act without thinking.
Oh, really? Oh, I'd never have figured that out. I'd rather hear some cunning plan how to get out of this shit. Huh?
Ooh, yeah, that's interesting. Even if we clean up, I don't think it's going to make a difference. Going back definitely won't work. Getting that letter would be pretty good. They could also claim that we just killed someone and grabbed it, but at least it's got some legitimacy to it.
Well, we could track down those bandits and get our letter back. With that, they'd have to let us in.
How do you intend to do that?
Also a valid
Ask
question.
Nicely. Please, kind bandits.
I mean, we'll
pretty
kill 'em.
Please, can we have our letter back? Or do you want to charge them in these rags and hope our stink knocks them out, eh?
I don't think we're going to get any reinforcements dressed like this. Yeah, we'll just have to do it stealth style, I guess.
Very droll. No, I was thinking more like finding their camp and sneaking in stealthily. Find out where they put the letter, grab it, and vanish before they even know
Or
we
stab
were
them all
there.
while they sleep.
Are you dreaming? What kind of chance do you think we'd have?
Quite a strong one. Maybe.
Bollocks, old pal.
What else do you want to do? Go back to Ratai?
To Ratai? You just don't get it, do you? We can't go crawling back like this. We'd be a laughing stock.
True.
I suppose you're right. We'd be taken for total idiots.
Well, you could shrug that off. But me, we've got no message, no coin, nothing but our ragged arses.
Chin up. We'll sort it out somehow, and everything will be fine again.
Nothing will be fine, my friend. I'll tell you 4 reasons why. Oates,
Yeah.
Tankard, Conrad, and Nicholas, instead of sitting here with us, having a chat and a laugh, they're just food for crows in some godforsaken hole.
You know what? I will say, obviously the first game, Hans had a little bit of an evolution. I'm really starting to like how his character's developing. Like, I feel like at the beginning of the last game, Hans may not... I mean, I don't think he would have been like, screw it, but he really seems to be taking this to heart. Yeah, you're not to blame for that one, dude. That's the bandits.
It's not your fault they died.
I mean, if we were there, we
Don't
probably would
blame
have died
yourself.
with them.
We have to take care of their bodies at least. They were good Christians, even though it didn't always seem that way.
We'll keep the promise we made at Pagenis. The best way to honor their memory is to finish our mission. We'll get inside the castle. You'll see. We'll avenge our lads and go back to Ratai with our heads held high. I promise you that.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Audentes fortuna juvat.
Food. About bloody time.
Here we are. Gentlemen.
What is this stuff?
Hey, there's meat in that. And there's more than you gave me coin for.
You know what? Thank you,
When
lady.
you're finished, report for work.
Okay, looks like we're going to work off a little bit of debt to eat. That's fair.
What is it?
You'll see in a second.
Pond.
Oh, right.
Or the one you gave us away for?
I've heard that witch. Wench.
What I tell you?
Yeah.
What are you waiting for? She can vouch for who we are. Go to her.
I don't think she actually... Oh, she kind of can. But it is also just one person's word.
God be with you. A full pitcher of wine, please.
My word, that's a picture and a half. I ain't seen you here before. Who sent you?
Oh,
Not them
she's new
nomad
here.
vagabonds, I
Interesting.
hope.
Don't worry. I've come from the castle.
Oh.
I'm Catherine, and I've got the lovely job of keeping the soldiers' throats wet.
Ah, that's another matter then. Oh my. Ugh. Can you smell that too?
Oof. It stinks like something died here.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy.
Sorry to interrupt.
Jesus, fella. That's a bit much.
Hey, youngster, if you want to go around mixing with my guests here, go and wash the stench off yourself at the trough first. Stinking up my establishment.
Alright, where's your trough? There we go. Gotta get all cleaned up. Oh wow, that's even like down there at the bottom. You actually drive people away with your stench now. That's pretty funny.
Thomas might never
Alright.
get back on his feet. Him and his men were attacked by bandits.
Okay, so you're
Most of them
actually
are dead.
legit apparently.
Jesus Christ.
Lord von Berghoff is beside himself and won't allow his soldiers out the castle.
I see.
So that's why they sent you for the wine. Wait a moment then. I'll be right back.
Alright, excuse me, Catherine.
Sorry to bother you, but I've seen you before.
Oh, eh? I don't remember. Hold on, are you the boy that cleans the pit under the castle shitting hole?
I certainly not.
We saw each other by that pond.
What pond? I haven't been at any pond.
You were attacked by bandits? You don't remember that? Oh, here we go. Alright, she's holding the secret for some reason.
Yes, you were. You were attacked there by some bandits. You, some other women, and us too.
I have no idea what you're on about. I work at the castle, and I wasn't at any pond.
Yeah, why are you being so coy about this?
What are you playing at, woman? We were attacked by bandits. They killed a lot of people and groped you. If it wasn't for me...
Then what? I'm telling you, I wasn't at any pond. Blimey! I've had lots of men try to woo me with tall stories, but this is the most pathetic attempt yet.
How is this wooing
Here's your
you?
wine. Is this vagabond bothering you?
I can handle the likes of him myself. Thanks for the wine. Bye.
Please, I don't know what's up with you, but I know you were there. I need your help. You owe me that much. But we need to get to von Berghoff, and you're the only one who can confirm who we are.
Alright, well, there goes Messenger McGee.
Get into the castle. And even if you could, that was the king's messenger. Von Berghoff is getting ready to ride out.
Oh, shit.
If you want to speak to him, the best place would be Samin's wedding.
A
You'll
wedding?
be there. For sure.
No, wait.
And don't ever lay your hands on me again.
Fair.
What are you gaping at?
Can you
You've
back
nothing
off,
better
lady?
to do.
I'm just trying to figure out my life right now. Alright? Give me like 5 minutes.
Why are you standing here like a pillar of salt? Are you ready?
Yeah, we should probably go ahead and pay off what we've done.
Always ready.
Glad to hear it. You pair ordered a lot more than you paid for, so you work your debt off, like I said.
That's fair.
All right. What do you want us to do?
Over there by the gate, there's a cart with sacks of flour from the mill. My old man was meant to take them into the house. But as soon as he got a sniff of work, he vanished into thin air. The second door in there leads to the pantry. That's why I need you to haul the sacks. You have to lay each sack on the planks, so they don't touch the damp floor and go moldy. If you just chuck it on the floor in the corner, it'll spoil. So do it properly. 2 men can finish the work in a jiffy, and then we'll be quits.
We'll do it. Carrying a few sacks won't kill us. For sure, it's less daunting work than fighting bandits in the woods.
Aye, it's terrible about them bandits. We never had
Oh, we
nothing
might be able to
like
get some
that
local
here.
intel here.
Like it or not, you can't pay what you owe me, so I'm putting you to work.
Okay, well,
Is
never
that
mind.
Clear?
Yep.
All right. We'll do it.
Glad to hear it. I can see you ain't stuck up like your mate. Where are you actually from, if you don't mind me asking?
Let's try and spread the word that we're from Ratai. Maybe that'll actually get us some clout eventually.
Ratai.
Ratai. Ratai. That rings a bell. I ain't been further than the back off me whole life. But I know this place inside and out.
Is this the only tavern here?
Is this the only tavern here?
In Trotskovitz it is.
You must be doing pretty well then, eh?
I'd be doing a lot better if everyone paid their bills.
We're working on it.
What's life like here?
Better now that you and your pal have finally had a wash. Truth to tell, it used to be better. The war might be far away, but more and more young lads are going away to fight. But then there's a shortage of folk to do the work around here. And that's a big problem.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm sorry.
Well, can't be helped. Let's hope things get better.
Yeah, what can you tell us about this wedding?
I heard some talk about some wedding being planned here.
Ah, nobody's talking about nothing else. Young Lord Samin is marrying Agnes, the daughter of Thrush, our Troskovitz bailiff.
Okay, so a lordling is marrying the bailiff's daughter?
When rich folks get married, that's a feast that's a lot different from when some tanner gets hitched to a bathouse wench.
Who is this Samin?
Can't you tell by the name? The Lord of Samin. The fort in the village belonged to him. Old Jan Samin is the head of the family, and his son's called Olda, and it's him who's getting hitched. There used to be a rich family. Their glory's faded a bit, but they still have some clout.
Okay, that could be useful. Maybe some potential allies.
Where's the wedding going to be?
At Samin, of course. I expect old Sir Jan and our bailiff will try to outdo each other in showing off their wealth.
Naturally.
Will Lord von Burgov be at the wedding?
How should I know what his lordship's plans are? But most likely he will be. Samin is his vassal.
Could I get to the wedding somehow?
I don't know about that, lad. It's for invited guests only.
It seems that's really our only chance.
What's that?
Oh, nothing.
If you want to find out more, there's a couple of invited guests having an ale over there. Young Svaja there. He's the bride's brother. He can be a bit of a pain, but he's a good lad at heart.
Svaja. Okay. Hey, dude, we gotta get to work.
I talked to that woman from the pond.
I noticed. It didn't look like she was too pleased to see you, though.
The main thing is, she denied ever being at the pond.
It's definitely her, though. You don't forget a figure like hers.
I got the feeling she didn't want to talk about it for some reason. I did get something out of her, though.
What? Don't keep me in suspense.
Von Burgov is about to leave the castle.
Sacra! If he pledges to Sigismund before we can get to him, everything's fucked.
Calm down. Let me finish. There's also going to be a big wedding in the region. Young Lord Semin, from the local noble family, is getting married. He's marrying the local bailiff's daughter. It's going to be a big event.
Why should some wedding in a shithole near Trotsky be of any interest to us?
Because it looks like von Burgov will be there.
Oh, that's fantastic news, Henry. So all we have to do is get on the guest list. And that shouldn't be a problem because you've got a cunning plan, right?
Maybe.
I'll come up with something.
I hope so. You can't expect me to do the thinking for both of us all the time. We'll ask the locals and see.
There's something else we have to sort out first. I spoke to the innkeeper.
I noticed that too.
We can work off our debt. All we have to do is carry a few sacks of flour from that cart to the pantry. If we both do it, we'll be finished in no time.
Lug sacks? Are you yanking my noble pizzle?
I'm serious.
I can't work. I'm a noble. What if someone saw me?
Do you have any idea what you look like?
Well, all right. I may not look much like a noble, but my blood's still blue. People will remember my face, and when everything's cleared up, word will get around that I lugged sacks here.
You're in
like
touch with the
some
common man.
beggar,
It's a good thing.
As if the disgrace at the gate wasn't enough. Ugh.
Look, we're not in any position to pick and choose. So if you want to somehow scrape your way out of this mess, you better forget your airs and graces and make some effort. A bit of honest work won't kill you.
Henry, haven't you ever heard of the 3 states of man?
Would that be some aristocratic excuse?
Not so fast. It's God's law. Oratores, the priests who pray for us. Laboratores, the plebs who shovel shit and pay taxes. And Bellatores, the warriors who protect the ones on their knees or in the fields. Now, which am I? So if you find me a sword, I can get to work. But wield a pitchfork or carry sacks? That's against God and nature.
Bro, it's like 5 seconds of work.
It's a wonder your tongue isn't aching.
Bear in mind that I'm still your master. Enough of your insolence and start accepting your lot. In short, be so kind as to get to work. I promise I'll make it up to you.
Fine.
Go in then. But you could give me a hand. It wouldn't do you any harm.
Ah, stop whining. You can manage. Well, if it makes you feel better, I'll scratch your back later.
How? Well, giving me a large estate?
That too, of course. Maybe 2 estates. But above all, once we're out of the worst, I'll help you find your dog.
Okay, you know what? That's fair.
Some gear, we'll head into the forest and find Mutt in a trice. Although, if you think about the 3 states of man, looking for lost dogs is more like a huntsman's work. But let's pay no mind to that.
How generous of you, Lord Capon.
I know, my dear Henry. Such is my nature.
Alright, sack carrying it is. Here we go, right here in this little pile.
Is that supposed to be Latin?
Clever you. Do you know what it means?
No.
Okay, well, he's trying to chat up that Svatya guy, so hopefully he makes that work out.
What did you say?
Say it again. It was their own fault.
Okay, this is going great.
They attacked themselves. What the fuck are you trying to say?
Everyone knows it's dangerous around Trotsky. Making camp in such an unprotected place is suicide.
Where else were they supposed to make camp, smartass?
Somewhere in the rocks, maybe. Not out in the open by the pond. Only a fool would do that.
Here we go.
But calm down, both of you.
I'm perfectly calm. It's your chum here who's ranting and raving.
Pack it in, Henry. There's no point in arguing with this yokel. He fancies himself as a military strategist.
I don't believe a word you're saying. A weed like you surviving a fight against bandits even von Berghoff himself has trouble with?
Believe what you like, but I'm telling the truth. And in fact, I'm willing to overlook all your insults if you apologize right now. And invite me to that wedding.
Oh, you want to come to the wedding, do you? Huh. I'll give you a piece of advice, pal. If you can make yourself useful for the blacksmith or the miller, you'll get to the wedding. You'll see the glorious occasion, at least from a distance. And you can stop spouting your pathetic lies.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein, and I demand your immediate apology.
I am Sir Hans Capon, Lord
of
this
Perkstein.
Guy. Sir Hans Capon, Lord of Perkstein. You're starting to bore me. You and your silly made-up name.
No apology, then. It looks like I'm going to have to teach you a lesson.
Oh, I'm so scared.
We should just go.
There's no point in this. Let's leave.
I'd do what your pal says if I were you. Get lost before something happens to you.
This pissant ain't worth it.
To apologize,
of course.
And you keep insulting me? Get ready to pick up your broken teeth with broken fingers.
Oh, I'd like to see that. Come on, then.
You scum!
There we go. Good job, Hans. Good swing.
We're a dead man.
Oh, Battle Royale.
Hey! Find it! Yeah! Don't spare him! Good!
Shit!
Hey, fuck you too. Oh, I need to... Hold on, let me change targets. Okay, problem is I don't really have the stamina for this right now, Hans. You kind of screwed us here. Okay, so it's a little bit of a sticky thing, but if you keep moving the mouse, it's fine. Alright, scooch over this way a little bit.
Psych! You shouldn't have fucked with us, you bastard!
Alright, Hans, you take those 5, I got this one.
Get the fuck!
Now stand.
Okay.
Hey, now you fucked up.
Alright. You start picking away at this guy, no problem.
Sign Pesh.
Alright, one down. Two down, let's go. Alright, you next, peasant. Oh, we got the grapple on. Parry this, you filthy casual.
Ain't that enough yet? Nice strike. What are you hopping about? This?
Now you'll die.
Alright, Hans, you are getting it over there. Big Bear, he's iron tough. Big Bear, he don't give no guff.
Next. Take that fucker out, damn it!
Oh, come on, we were winning.
What the hell is going on here?
Battle Royale.
Grab them vagabonds!
There we go, get him. Okay, well, this isn't going great.
Bastards! This will cost you dearly. Keep your mouth shut and don't make it worse. What? You behave like a spoilt brat. How dare you speak...
There we go.
You know, if you just shut up and done some work, we'd have coin by now and be on our way to the castle. But no, not his lordship.
You've got a nerve.
Well, you also put us here, Hans.
Played the hero. Would have been there long since, and I wouldn't have had to get you out of that mess.
Oh yeah, because this isn't a mess, is it?
Fuck off! Shut up! You'll get a whipping too.
Come on, hurl your spoiled fruit already. Let's get this over with.
Just who the hell do you think you are?
Henry of Skalitz. You don't...
I'm fed up with pulling you out of the shit all the time.
You pull me out of the shit! And who dragged you through the woods at night, eh? Better keep your mouth shut. I shouldn't have brought you along.
Well, that's something we can agree on. I could have been sitting in the mill instead of rotting in these stocks.
And whose fault is that?
Yeah, I was just trying to defend you, dude.
I was just defending you. Should I have let that fop beat you senseless?
I only wanted him to apologise. I'd expect my right-hand man to argue my case a bit better.
What do you think I was trying to do? We should have made ourselves scarce. None of that would have happened.
Oh, aye. Typical you, running away like a coward. If it hadn't been for me, we wouldn't have even been in that tavern. We've been in the shit right from the start because you had to play at being the knight in shining underwear, saving damsels in distress.
I don't believe it. You're trying to put the blame on me? Just like that?
Who else is to blame? You're just a simple peasant who has no idea how the world works.
And you know all about it.
Oh, and our little prince knows all about it, doesn't he? You only left your uncle's a week ago. All
Okay,
you've
we've only been on the
got
road for a
now
week.
It's a tavern on
Nice.
Rat Eye Green.
Now you've gone too far. I've had it up to here with you. With you and your pontificating. You were supposed to make sure nothing went wrong. And how did that turn out? It was me who had to save your life.
Also
You're
valid.
fucking useless. You couldn't even keep an eye on your own mutt.
Oh, that's enough. This isn't getting us anywhere. I understand you're downcast after all that happened to us. And I understand you need to take it out on someone. I can take it. But we shouldn't forget we have a job to do. And do it we must. Together.
That's
Agreed.
exactly what I'm doubting. Everything goes to shit when you're by my side.
Dope.
You don't really mean that. Calm down.
I'm perfectly calm. That's it. My life went to shit from the first moment I met you. And I've only just realised...
You would also be dead if it wasn't for
Ball
us.
insane. And I'd have bagged that wild boar too if it weren't for you.
Well,
And none of the rest would have happened. I wouldn't have been showered in shit.
Oh, come on, Capon.
Don't you cape on me. Not another word. I have to consider what to do next.
Which is... next morning.
Right, ladies. Time to go home. But I swear to Christ, if I catch you again, I'm gonna skin you both alive.
Hey, any chance you recognize us, homie? Probably not.
Oh, Sir Otto.
Sir Otto? Oh, well, so much for that. We tried.
Oh, shit. Right, where were we? Go on, get out of my sight.
What are we gonna do? You can do as you like. You can go and carry sacks or dig latrines. I'll look after myself. I'll go and see Lord von Bergov at the wedding. I bid you farewell.
Oh, okay, so I guess this is happening.
Boy. Yeah. If I were in your shoes, I'd be glad to be rid of the good for
Huh.
nothing.
Weirdly enough, he's actually on our side a little bit.
Alright, off you go.
Alright, well, now what? And I think that is possibly the end of the tutorial, finally. Actually, also wasn't even that bad a one. Crime reputation, though. Okay, so here's interesting. I'm just looking through a little bit of this. You aren't safe even if no one catches you. People aren't stupid. They might deduce who did it anyway. Okay, so... yeah, this isn't necessarily Fallout where you can just pick someone's pockets and move on with your life. People are actually a little bit smart about things. Allegedly. I have noticed that there was a reputation system in the last game. It seems like they're trying to make it a little bit more impactful this game, so I am curious to see how much it's going to affect things this time around. Also, if you have a really bad reputation, you can actually pay for it, do a pilgrimage. Okay. All right, so it does look like that no matter how bad things get, there may be a get-out-of-jail-free card, as long as you're willing to put the time in, so that's good to know. Also, yeah, this is the other thing. If there is a lot of crime, even if you're not... getting caught actively, people will start getting paranoid and people are going to be a lot more twitchy about things, so that could all be interesting.
Suppose I really do need to find some job. I'll find mutt without you. You stuck
about
up
time.
Perkstein.
Come here.
Okay, hello, lady.
What do you want from me?
I don't want anything from you. I should actually be thanking you.
Uh-huh. For what?
I've been begging for alms here for days, but I didn't make any real coin till today. And that's thanks to you. The scene you made brought out nearly all of Troskowitz.
You know what? I'm glad to help you, Bara.
You're welcome. At least it was good for something.
Oh well, not many people can make such a strong first impression. But look on the bright side. Now things can only get better.
You know what, Bara? You have a very good view on life.
Yes, you're probably right. It doesn't get much worse than that. Unless somebody tries to kill me. Again.
You're still alive in one piece. It's a new day and the sun is shining. Like Tomcat always says, bruises build character.
Also, I just noticed you look extremely clean for somebody who's apparently begging.
Hey, you. What's your name, anyway? What do you do?
I'm Bara. Just Bara.
Looks like you know your way around here pretty good. You're from here, right?
I ain't. I'm just passing through.
You're something like a wanderer.
Nah, I usually find work with someone, stay for a while, and once I save a bit, I move on.
Then why are you begging here?
Sometimes I collect herbs for the apothecary or help in the tavern, but I'd like to go somewhere else, so I'm scraping up whatever I can. But on the whole, you could say I'm a traveller or a nomad, but don't say it too loud. The locals don't take kindly to them.
Why?
Because they're different, and
Yeah.
it scares people. They travel from place to place and take their home with them.
I'd like to see what their homes look like.
You can go and see them, just don't stare too long.
Also, why did we lose a reputation for that? I was just asking questions. Okay.
Where are you headed, if you're only passing through here?
For work, to the city. I'm tired of serving landholders. They all promise the moon, but then you're eating stale bread, cold porridge, and a nary a groschen in sight. With
True.
the city folk, it's bound to be better.
Maybe not, but also maybe.
You said you're going to a city. You mean like to Prague? Or somewhere further?
I'd like to go to Prague, but I don't know anybody there. In Kuttenberg, at least I have a cousin.
Aha. So you're going to visit her?
Well, she doesn't know it yet. But I won't be troubling her long. Just until I find a way to make a living.
What do you want to do in the city?
I'll find something. I'm not afraid of work. I'm not half-witted. Maybe someone could use a cook or a servant.
Don't get your hopes up. The city can be a pretty dangerous place for a girl on her own.
You mean they don't hand out groschen by the bucketful? And the streets aren't full of roasted stuffed geese? I appreciate your concern, but I have to get to the city first. That's going to take me a long while yet.
Why exactly are you helping me?
Why? Why? Because you look like you need it.
Alan?
I've been in the ship plenty of times, and I know how appreciated a helping hand is in times like that.
Do you know anything more about Tomcat?
They say he's a master swordsman, but a real joker too. He loves showing off to girls.
Where might I run into Tomcat?
In the camp by the tower. That is, by Rock Tower Pond. He watches the camp for the nomads.
Should I watch out for them?
No, I don't think so. They mind their own business, but strangers usually mean trouble for them, so they're careful. Try not to stare too hard and hold your tongue, otherwise Tomcat will show you some of his other skills.
How does he show off for the girls?
With his muscles. He breaks logs with his hands. He even let himself be run over by a loaded hay wagon. Crazy. But to be fair to him, he sometimes helps people. Stanislav's sheep fell into a pit one time.
And Tomcat pulled it out?
And, not just that, he crawled down to get it. And when he found the poor thing had a broken leg, he carried it on his back all the way home.
Okay, Tomcat sounds like an interesting fella.
Do you think Tomcat might teach me a few of his tricks?
No offence, but compared to him, you're a bit of a lightweight.
I don't want to pull wagons, but if he can handle a weapon, I'd be happy to train a little with him.
Well, one of the guards tried to take him on and came back whipped like a dog, moaning like he'd been broken in two.
Well, sure. If he's that strong, I'm not surprised.
More like some trick he's got that our watch doesn't know. Or at least that's what the poor man said.
A trick. Ooh, hello. Okay, so we're getting back to combat training. That's nice. Can you just give me a horse, by the way? Can you tell me about the wedding, actually?
My main concern is getting to that wedding in Semin. Do you know anything about that celebration?
Well, yeah. People are talking of nothing else. The Lord's son is getting married to the sister of that lout you was fighting with.
How much time do you think I have? Have the preparations already begun?
From what I hear, the bride's dress still ain't finished, and blacksmith Radovan still ain't started.
Okay, so we do still have some time. That's good.
So, no rush.
Hopefully by then I'll find a way to sneak in.
Glad to have met you.
It was nice to meet you, but I should probably get going. Get a job, and so on.
Don't worry, you'll manage. Till we meet again.
Alrighty. Thank you, Bara. After getting some useful information from our lady Bara here, we call it a part for here. The world is officially opened up to us now, and we have a few options for what we can do. We want to try and crash that wedding. We could also help out the miller and the blacksmith. I have a feeling I know what the miller's going to want us to do. And apparently you can blacksmith in this game, so that should be fun. We also need to go find our dog, and we need to possibly get some training from a guy named Tomcat. So hopefully y'all are looking forward to that. Until then, thanks for stopping by. See you later.